traction, but okay, paranoid. Yeah. Two really fat guys, one not the fat guy. Original lagao na bhai.
They make you look rich, but this car keeps you rich. This review is strictly based on our opinion and our experiences. The car you think is the best depends on your experiences and preferences. Thank you.
Guys, the toughest part about any shoot is getting all three cars and the owners together. So today we have three very exciting cars in the mid-range sedan segment. We have the Axela, we have the Civic, and we have the Premio.
The Mazda Axela came with a 1.5-liter P5 engine, which makes 115 horsepower and 150 Nm of torque. The Honda Civic came with an L15 engine, which makes 175 horsepower and 220 Nm of torque because it's turbocharged. The Premio came with the very familiar 1NZ engine, which makes the 105 horsepower and 140 Nm of torque. The Axela and the Premio came with projection headlights, but the Civic came with all LED headlights. This Premio and the Axela came with the most popular pearl color. The Premio has a huge chrome grille and its logo resembles a P. The Civic and the Axela's grills are much smaller and they're blacked out. The Civic came with Honda sensing, so it has proximity detection on its looking mirrors. Same with the Mazda Axela, however the Premio does not feature any sensing in its looking mirrors. The Premio came with 14-inch wheel stock. The Civic comes with stock 17-inch wheels, but this one changed out to T37s. The Axela came with 18-inch wheels. The Civic came with all LED tail lamps. The Axela and the Premio did not come with full LED tail lamps, however the tail lamps feature some LED components. The Axela and the Civic came with dual exhaust, but the Premio came with the standard single exhaust. The interior on the Mazda Axela is the best looking, with a combination of cream and black dashboard and door pads, along with a crimson red seats and carpets. It also came with Bose sound systems because it's a 100-year anniversary edition. The Civic's interior is completely blacked out, and it came with leather seats, and the Premio has the most popular black and beige combination interior. The Axela and the Civic came with leather seats, but the Premio came with wooden trim. The other two cars did not come with any wooden trim. The Premio has an analog meter with a small LED screen in the middle to give you some driving information. The Civic has a complete LCD cluster. And the Axela has a combination of both analog and LCD meter. I think the Axela's meter looks the best. All three cars are of course push start and feature dual zone climate control. They also feature steering mounted audio controls and a control for the trip monitor. The Axela and the Civic also came with cruise control in the steering. All three cars came with power seats in the front. The Civic also came with rear AC vents. The Civic, the Premio and the Axela came with 7-inch infotainment systems. The infotainment on the Mazda Axela is the best here with inbuilt features compared to the Civic and the Premio. Of course, none of the cars here came with sunroof. However, if you buy the Thai variant of the Civic, it comes with a sunroof. The Premio and the Axela don't come with a sunroof. In terms of fuel economy, the Premio consistently gave us 10 to 11k mpl. The Civic, with all its sport and regular driving, still provides 8.5k mpl. And the Axela also provides a 9 to 10k mpl on an average. Ahmad bhai, thanks for joining us with the Axela.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. Real nice to have you here. Really good looking car.
Thank you.
What are your remarks? Why should anybody buy this car?
Basically, if I have to compare starting for the pricing, so in this range, we are gonna have the Toyota Allion Premio, which is a very common car in our market. Then we have the Honda Civic. From Mazda, we have this. And আরেকটা যদি আমি গাড়ি compare করি, we have the Corolla Cross or the Honda Insight.
But the Corolla Cross is
similar
a
price
SUV.
range এর মধ্যে.
Yeah, and the Insight is also a hybrid. So we're not doing hybrids here today. So I think this car by here among the three is the best looking car here today.
Coming to the features, the first part, the exterior outlook, the headlight. It's the crystal LED headlight that only comes with the anniversary spec. So if I come to the anniversary point, only 55 units were made for the hatchback and 38 or 35 units were made for the sedan variant.
Okay, so this is one of 35, right? So
This one is
100-year
one of
anniversary
35.
edition. 100-year anniversary edition.
And Range Rover's one is a bit more brighter than the
Yeah.
other European brands.
Is the Bose also with the 100-year anniversary?
The Bose only comes with the 100 years anniversary or the 2-liter mild hybrid variant.
Right. So is this 2-liter?
It's a 1.5 liter.
But it's because of it's the 100-year anniversary. So
You're getting the
Bose and the crimson red interior.
Yes, yes.
So super. We'll just go for a drive.
Beautiful day. Driving the Axela. This is actually my favorite car among the three. I just had to show you the driver's point of view. মানে এই গাড়িটার ড্যাশবোর্ডটা ইজ ডিজাইনড ইন সাচ আ ওয়ে আপনি যখন ড্রাইভার্স পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউতে দেখবেন অ্যান্ড মাই হ্যান্ডস আর অফ দ্য স্টিয়ারিং হুইল সো স্টেবল যে আপনার ইউ ফিল স্পোর্টি ইনহেরেন্টলি ইউ গো থ্রু বাম্পস সো স্মুথ দ্য ট্রান্সমিশন ইজ ভেরি সিমলেস অ্যান্ড I am absolutely loving driving this car. This car feels way out of its price range. You see, এখানে মাঝখানের যে ক্লাস্টারটা আছে এই ক্লাস্টারটা is completely digital. So they didn't go with the traditional speed meter. They went with a LED screen, and the design is really nice. The design, and it doesn't feel Japanese. One of the favorite things is that these buttons are very subtle, and you see you have the Bose over here. And by a Bose-টা যেভাবে দেওয়া হয়েছে this really gives you a very premium feel. And এখানে এই যে button lock unlock, I had this in my E-Class basically. This white interior we saw on the Camry and the Crown, but to imagine যে একটা গাড়ি যেটা 40 লাখ 45 লাখ টাকা রেঞ্জের এটার মধ্যে এরকম ইন্টেরিয়র, I mean I would definitely buy this car if there was an option, although it's a limited edition car, but man, I love this car. If you look over here, we have a display which is actually looks a lot like a heads-up display, looks like a tab, but we also have a heads-up display speedometer here. You see, you can see the 0 here. So we're going through some speed bumps, and you see I flew through that speed bump. মানে speed bump গুলোর উপরে জোরেও যদি যাই, you'd get the impression যে এই গাড়িটা একটু নিচু বাজবে না, গাড়িটা বাজে না. We are 2 people in the car. And গাড়িটা একদমই বাজে না. And this transmission feels so good. I don't know কতখানি এই ভিডিওতে বোঝা যাবে সাউন্ড সিস্টেমটা, but this sound system is really good. মানে it's a premium sound system যেগুলো আমরা আফটার মার্কেটে লক্ষ লক্ষ টাকা খরচ করে করি. So straight পেলাম, টান দিই, pedal shifters, we're already 75. Again pedal shifters, down shifting, going. My God, this car drives so good.
Omar bhai, thank you so much for coming. You're a very busy man. Thank you. Really nice to have you here. Beautiful car.
Likewise.
High spec, FEX, and of course, এইটা তো প্রত্যেকটা ব্রাউন ড্যাডের একদম ড্রিম, অন্যভাবে বললাম না, বাট বেজ ইন্টেরিয়ার্স, পার্ল হোয়াইট কালার, FEX, সুপার. সো আপনি তো বাকি দুটো দেখলেন, সো হোয়াট ডু ফিল, মানে সেম প্রাইস রেঞ্জে why do people buy this? Why did you buy this? You're a young person. Why did you buy this?
First, reliable and value for money.
Bakigulo value for money na. Look at those cars.
These are pretty, it looks nice, but they make you look rich. But this car keeps you rich.
Oh my God. Okay, so তাইলে আপনি
maintenance
বলতেছেন যে reliability. So কিরকম খরচ হয় বছরে?
I don't remember the last time I spent anything on, repairs or something. Just regular oil and
oil তো বদলান.
হ্যাঁ, regular just oils and filters. That's it.
Okay,
Nothing else.
super. Okay, তাহলে আমরা একসাথে বের হই.
So yet another day in the Premio, continuing the shoot of Premio, Civic and the Axela. So বাংলাদেশের আজকে সব গ্রাউন্ডারদের মোস্ট ফেভারিট গাড়িতে আমরা আছি, Premio FEX. You can see the beige interior, যেটা দেখে সবার মাথা নষ্ট হয়ে যায়. But jokes apart, আসলে when you really drive a Premio, it's not about the features, it's about the peace of mind. যে আপনার গাড়িটা যদি এখন কোনো দুর্ঘটনা ঘটে, আপনি এটা ভাঙ্গায় ফেলাই দেন, আপনার গাড়ির কিছু হবে না. আপনার গাড়িটা যদি কেউ লাগায় দেয়, আপনি খুব চিপলি রিপেয়ার করতে পারবেন, আপনার কোনো টেনশন নেই. অ্যান্ড ইন জেনারেল গাড়িটা কখনো নষ্ট হবে না রাস্তায়. মানে হ্যাভ ইউ এভার হার্ড যে একটা গাড়ির প্রিমিয় গাড়ি রাস্তায় নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে? সো আসলে আপনি যে আমরা স্পিড ব্রেকারের উপর দিয়ে যাবো, আপনার কোনো টেনশন নেই স্পিড ব্রেকারের উপর দিয়ে কেমনে যাবো, আমি স্পিড ব্রেকারের উপর দিয়ে লাফায় যাবো, নাথিং উইল রিয়েলি হ্যাপেন. The Premio is really about peace of mind. Okay, শুধু peace of mind না, it's quite comfortable. গাড়িটা অনেক স্মুথ, আপনি বসে অনেক শান্তি পাচ্ছেন. You have your standard modern features, which I'll get into in a bit. But ভাই মানে কমপ্লিটলি পিস অফ মাইন্ড, আমার কোনো টেনশন নেই. আমি যদি এখন এই গাড়িটা লাগাও দিই বাই চান্স, কিচ্ছু হবে না. It's fine. This car keeps you rich, like the owner said. So এখানে হচ্ছে আমাদের ড্রাইভিং ইনফরমেশন মনিটর. We can see that আমরা 7 kmpl পাচ্ছি. So this car has quite a low mileage, but extreme jam face করে. But jam face করে ঢাকা শহরে এসি ছেড়ে সাত যাচ্ছে. Average speed is basically 10 km/h, which reflects যে আসলে গাড়িটা জ্যামের মধ্যেই চলে বেশিরভাগ সময়. Okay, other than that, we have the lane departure assist, we have the idle stop, and then we have the settings. এখানে আসলে আপনি যে proximity sensor যেগুলো আছে, তারপর collision sensor, lane departure assist, এগুলো আপনি বেসিক্যালি সিলেক্ট করতে পারবেন. So this is your idle stop, যে আপনি কতক্ষণ চান, লং না নর্মাল. You have two modes here. So yeah, eco mode এখানে অন করা আছে. That's about it. Simple এর মধ্যে গর্জিয়াস গাড়ি ভাই, এটা বাংলাদেশের জন্য পারফেক্ট গাড়ি. You have, it's not something that will break down, and that is why I think this is the best car for Bangladesh.
Faris, thank you so much for coming, bro.
Anytime, bro.
Okay, no wonder you bought this car. This car is a teenager's wet dream.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about this car?
When I put my foot down on the pedal, it just flies. It's so fast.
So তুমি থাইটা কিনলে না কেন? থাইটাতে সানরুফ থাকে.
থাইটা কিনি নাই কারণ বাংলাদেশে এখন তো ব্র্যান্ড নিউ থাই আসে না, তো আমার ইচ্ছা ছিল আর কি একটু নতুন. বাংলাদেশে 2016 থেকে থাইগুলো চলতেছে, লাইক ইউজ অ্যান্ড ইউজ. তো তাই আমি জেডিএম আর দেখলাম জেডিএমে পিসে রিয়ার এসিভেন্টস আরও ফিচার্স বেশি, এক্সেপ্ট দ্য সানরুফ. তারপরে হন্ডা সেন্সিং আসে, একটা ছোটো স্পয়লার আসে, তারপরে ক্রুজ কন্ট্রোল, এগুলো তো থাকেই. এইগুলো
থাইতে ক্রুজ কন্ট্রোল থাকে না?
থাইতেও থাকে, বাট এটাও আছে. এটার মধ্যে আবার আইডল স্টপটা আছে যেটা থাইতে নাই. আর এই বেসিক্যালি এগুলোই আসে.
Okay, bro. We'll go for a drive.
Honda Civic, the most exciting car for youth in Bangladesh. This is a JDM variant of Honda Civic, so this does not come with the sunroof, but other sort of features আছে. We have the seat heaters here, and then we have the idle stop, handbrakes, pretty standard, eco, এটাও সব Civic-এই থাকে. This one has the cruise control settings here, lane departure assist and proximity sensors. You can change the infotainment screen from here, which I'll show in the cluster in a bit. And so yeah, and this car comes with paddle shifters, of course. এই গাড়িটা is all about টানাটানি, গাড়িটা just টানতে হবে. It's about excitement. It's not about fuel economy. It's not about miles per gallon. It's about the smiles per gallon. And so we'll get into the smile. We're losing traction, but okay, paranoid. Bhai, for under 40 lakhs taka, this much power and this much performance, my goodness. No wonder people buy these cars like crazy. You can hear the tires squealing. It's so fast. Looking at the driver cockpit, this monitor has a lot of informations which you can scroll from. So আমরা এখন দেখছি হচ্ছে গিয়ে the fuel economy and mileage metric. So we can see that average হচ্ছে 8.7 kmpl. I guess এই গাড়িটা হয়তো জ্যামে অতটা চলে না like the Premio, but this performs better than the Premio definitely. So this is how long the car has run and what was the average speed the car ran at. So আমরা দেখছি Premio to 10 ছিল and this is 17. So this definitely did not face as much traffic jams. And then of course my favorite, you have the boost gauge. So যখন আপনি পাড়া দিবেন টার্বো স্পুল করবে, this tells you about the boost. So this is the blank monitor, this is the passenger safety monitor, as you can see. Then we have the service monitor. So we are two fairly fat people sitting পিছনে. আমার জায়গার কোনো কমতি নেই ভাই. What about you?
Enough space.
We are now gonna try 3 fat people and 1 not so fat guy. Okay. 2 really fat guys, 1 not so fat guy. দরজাটা লাগাও না ভাই.
Oh, we can sit.
We can.
Bro, দরজা লাগে না।
একটু কষ্ট হয়,
একটু কষ্ট, but it's all good.
কোনো হাইওয়েতে যাওয়ার মতো সিচুয়েশন নাই, বাট সিটি কমিউটে ডেসপারেটলি ফাইন।
Yes.
আমাদের একটু ওয়েট কমাই। বাট অফকোর্স আমরা এখন ইকো অন করে দিছি, আমরা এখন নর্মালি ক্রুজ করব লাইক এ গুড হিউম্যান বিইং ইন ঢাকা সিটি। আমরা কোনো বুস্ট করব না, অ্যান্ড উই ক্যান সি যে আসলে অ্যাপার্ট ফ্রম দ্য টানাটানি, অ্যাপার্ট ফ্রম দ্য পোলস কীরকম যায়, বিকজ পিপল হ্যাভ টু লিভ উইথ দিস কার্স অন আ ডেইলি বেসিস। Well, one thing for sure, a গাড়িটা অনেক স্মুথ। All the cars I've done in this episode are very smooth. So সবগুলো গাড়ি জাপানিজ, সবগুলো গাড়ি খুবই রিফাইন্ড, আমার কোনো কমপ্লেইন্টস নাই। স্টিয়ারিং তিনোটা গাড়ির ইজ ভেরি ভেরি সফট। সিভিকটার আই হ্যাভ টু অ্যাড ওয়ান থিং ইজ দ্যাট সিভিকটার ব্রেকস ইজ অলসো ভেরি গুড। শুধু গাড়িটা যে টানে তা না, এই গাড়িটা ভেরি ওয়েল ব্যালেন্সড আউট। However, I think the Axela handles a wee bit better. It probably might be because Axelaটাতে পাওয়ার কম। সো আমরা ইকোতে আছি, ড্রাইভে আছি, আমরা যদি পাড়া দিই ল্যাগ আছে, বাট গাড়ি ভাগে। এই যে হিয়ার উই গো, গাড়ি টানা শুরু করছে। ইটস গ্রেট ফর ক্রুজিং। মানে দ্য ইঞ্জিন পারফরমেন্স ইন দিস কার ইজ রিয়েলি গ্রেট। সো ইয়া। Coming to the scorecard, in terms of exterior styling, I think the Axela absolutely looks stunning from every angle. Followed by the Civic. The Civic is very sporty for a more younger user base, but the Toyota Premio for a brown dad is Now, in terms of interior styling, the Axela I think also steals the show here with its amazing aesthetic designs and color blends, followed by the Honda Civic, which only comes in black, but a Premio for a brown dad. Fuel economy in terms of the Civic is good, depends on how you drive. Most people pull the car, so the mileages are not that great, but if you really want it, you can really go 9 to 10k mpl. The Premio I've seen consistently do 10 to 12k mpl. As for the Axela as well, it goes 9 to 10k mpl. I would say all the cars are tied, the Premio does a bit better. In terms of performance, the Civic is the king here. The Premio does not compare with the performance of the Axela and the Civic. The Axela performs decent as well. In terms of driving comfort, the Civic and the Axela are really good. The Premio is okay. Now, in terms of the pricing, we've put on both the recon and used prices in the market. But if you compare all three, the Axela is the most expensive. If you buy used or recon, the Premio and the Civic's prices are relatively closer, with the Premio a bit higher, but the prices overall are on similar range. Now, in terms of reliability, the Premio is the undoubted king regardless of anything. The engine and gearbox on the Premio will go more than 100,000 kilometers, even if you drive it on CNG, LPG, whatever. You can take it up to 150,000 kilometers without any doubt. Of course, you'll need to change the suspension and other components up to 100,000 kilometers. Also, the Civic's engine and gearbox will also go 100,000 kilometers, but you'll need to change the turbo components once in a while, every 60-70,000 kilometers. Then followed by the Mazda Axela. The engine and gearbox on the Mazda Axela is also good, although I've never seen any unit in Bangladesh go up to 100,000 kilometers, but abroad they have done more than 100,000 kilometers reliably. Now, apart from the engine and gearbox, the suspension and other components are quite similar. I think every 50 to 60,000 kilometers, if you put genuine parts in, you'll need to change out the suspension and other components such as engine mounts.